Hello, we're Wolfpack, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Guzzlord. Guzzlord is a really interesting Pokemon because it's not the best competitively, but it also has got a couple of niches they can potentially fill. It has a huge HP stat, 223, rivaling Blissey and Chansey, I couldn't think of their names. Base 101 in the attack, which is also fantastic. And then base 53 in both of its defenses, which is a little bit lackluster, but with the HP stat, it does somewhat balance out in some way, so, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Base 97 in your special attack as well is relatively good. It allows you to do a few different things. And then speed, base 43, makes it a really good Trick Room contender, honestly. You could definitely go for Trick Room scenarios with Guzzlord. But today I've got 4 sets. If you scroll down, click that like button, also subscribe if you haven't done so already, turn on those notifications, you get a competitive guide every weekday, and then you get my draft league at the weekends, assuming that you are current and not watching this in 4 years' time. Okay, so first Guzzlord we've got is a leftover set. We're going to heal ourselves up a little bit, and this is more of a defensively designed set, and I've put knockoff on here. Knockoff gets rid of items. Items are a pain in the backside, so, you know, kind of works really well. Knockoff is not available in Generation 8, so you do have to consider going for different moves if you need the Battle Ready symbol for any reason. Obviously, if you're in Draft League, most of them allow for you to not have Battle Ready symbol, but if you need to have a different move, you could go for like Crunch, for example. It's not as good, but it's an alternative to run. We've then got Iron Defense. Iron Defense allows you to double your defense from 225 to 450, which makes you a lot more bulky on the defensive front, meaning that you're not going to take as much damage. And then Body Press, which goes on your defense rather than your attack, allowing for you to do more damage to the opposing team. Obviously, if you've got 1, 2, 3 Iron Defenses set up, your Body Press is going to do more damage, and it's going to hit a lot of different Pokemon, including things like Ice type, super effective damage, which are a pain in your butt. You do obviously have to be very concerned about Fairy types. Get rid of the Fairies before bringing this in and setting up Iron Defenses, because if not, you're probably going to struggle a little bit. Now, outside of that, I've got Toxic. Toxic allows you to start racking up damage on different things. Now, as I said, with the knockoff, this is a transfer-only move, and I haven't really got an easy way of kind of getting around that, if I'm honest. You have got a couple of different things, like Poison Jab, Iron Head, just to hit some variety there. You could potentially even go for Substitute as an option, if you're facing something that's coming in and trying to set up on you, so maybe that would be an option instead of Toxic. But if you can run the Toxic, that just allows you to rack up damage on different things and stops them from setup sweeping, which is obviously a massive pain in the backside. When you get set up swept, it's just not a fun experience. EVs, max HP and max defense with a impish nature, so more defense, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Yeah, you could go for 4 EVs in the attack here if you wanted to instead. That's up to you. You don't have to go for the max defense either. If you wanted to take off the Iron Defense and Body Press and go for more attacking moves, you can, but I'll talk about that in a future set, so you don't need to worry too much about that just now. Now, your Beast Boost will go to the attack in this scenario. That allows the knockoff to do more damage, or if you've gone for like Dragon Claw or Crunch, that will do more damage. But if you've decided to go for more purely on the Iron Defense Body Press set, obviously you're only going to be able to get to +6 in your Iron Defense as well, so I would recommend going for the attack. But if you go for a lowered IVs on your attack stat, or potentially even a minus nature in your attack stat, that would allow for you to have a higher defense stat, meaning that every time you take out a Pokemon, you get a +1 in your defense. So it's something for you to consider. It's something that could be problematic, because you do then just rely on Body Press. If there's a Ghost type, can be a problem, but it's something you can give a go if you want to. Moving on to the second Guzzlord, I have gone for a choice spec set. So we've got base 97 on special attack, so we can definitely use that. We've got choice specs allowing us to get 1.5 times in our special attack stat, and then we've got Draco Meteor. Now, Draco Meteor causes your special attack stat to fall by 2 stages, but hopefully, if you've hit the Draco, you've taken something out, so you then get to +1, so you then get to just a standard in your choice specs there. So you potentially even go for another one, but standard without your choice specs. So you're just back to the 3-2-2, because that's kind of how it would work. I think it's a little bit different maths there, but you're around that same area. Draco Meteor, you could then use a second time to hit something else really hard also, so that could definitely work in combination with the choice specs and Beast Boost there, but you also could just come in, drop a Draco, switch out into another Pokemon, and then come in later on and drop another Draco if you need to, or you can use Flamethrower, which is powerful fire type attack. Dark Pulse, stab attack, hits a lot of different Pokemon for at least neutral damage. That's what I really like about Dark type moves. You can mostly click on them, and not many Pokemon are going to be too concerned with it. There's varying fighting types, the ones off the top of my head that are problematic with it, but I think the rest of the types is fine. And then Dragon Pulse, just in case you don't want to go for that Draco Meteor, if you want to stay in, for example, you can just go for that Dragon Pulse there as well. Eevee's gone for max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Yeah, that's my idea for the second Guzzlord there. Hopefully this thing could wipe out a couple of different teams. That Draco Meteor could definitely do a lot of power, but obviously it does have the chance to miss, so do consider that. Moving on to the third set, so we have got an Assault Vest version. Now, Assault Vest allows you to be able to live hopefully 1 or 2 more hits because you've got an increased special defense stat. Beast Boost, again, you're still boosting your attack stat here, which is definitely helpful for you. You've got Drain Punch, which is a good fight type attack, allows you to get a little bit of recovery as well, which can be really crucial with a more defensively designed Pokemon like this. And also turns to Max Knuckle when you're Dynamaxed, which increases up your attack stat by 1 stage. You've then got Iron Head, which turns to max Steel Spike, increasing up your defense by 1 stage if you need it. Earthquake does the same for your special defense, which is really cool. And then Heat Crash, just as a coverage move, it hits Ice-type Pokemon, for example, that just you couldn't hit beforehand, really. And that you can hit them with Drain Punch, but yeah, Heat Crash, just a little bit more coverage there. Hits bug types as well, which bug type could be problematic for you. And it can set up the sun if you need that for any reason. If you've got a team that's got solar power or chlorophyll, for example, that Heat Crash could definitely be helpful. EV's gone for max HP, max attack with an adamant nature, so more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. So as I said, designed more for a Dynomax version here. Obviously your HP is going to skyrocket, so you should be able to live a couple more hits potentially with this thing, especially if you're raising up your defenses. If you get like a toxic variant in and allow you to raise up your defenses as well, so like 2 Iron Heads, 1 Earthquake, and then you go for the Drain Punches for healing, that could definitely be a really good stally Pokemon. Obviously people would hate you for it, but it's an option you could definitely run. And the final Guzzlord I've gone for is a Dynamax special version, because it does get Sludge Wave turned into Max Ooze, increasing up your special attack by 1 stage. Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse, they're 2 of your stab moves. They don't raise your stats up. They diminish the opposing Pokemon stats, so like I think Dragon Pulse turns to Max Wormid, which decreases the attack, and then Dark Pulse I think decreases maybe special defense, but I'm not 100% sure on that one, because I don't really use them when I'm Dynamaxed. And you've got Corrosive Gas on there as well, so you can potentially go for Max Guard as an option, but you can also get rid of items on different Pokemon without having the knockoff, and obviously knockoff has been nerfed in this generation because we don't have access to it as much, but using Corrosive Gas can get rid of the item, it just doesn't cause damage to the Pokemon. Leftovers allows you to heal up. You could go for like Choice Specs or something if you wanted to, but you'd have to take the Corrosive Gas off and go for something else. EVs, max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. That's going to be all for today, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.